Hello everyone, this is Gear204 here bringing you another Minecraft ship showcase video. In this video, we're going to be going ahead and taking a look into my newest naval ship, the USS Constitution. The USS Constitution, also known as Old Ironsides, is a three-masted wooden-hulled heavy frigate of the United States Navy. The ship is the world's oldest commissioned naval warship still afloat, and the ship was launched in 1797. Constitution is most noted for its actions during the War of 1812 with the United States Navy fighting against the United Kingdom. The ship captured numerous British merchantmen and 5 warships, one of which was HMS Guerrier, which was the famous battle in which Old Ironsides earned her nickname, in which the cannonballs from Guerrier were actually bouncing off the side of Ironsides. So really kind of cool history with this ship, and it is actually still in commission with the United States Navy and actually crewed by United States Navy servicemen. So it's a really awesome ship, a lot of great history to it, and it can be visited as a museum ship in Boston, Massachusetts. Overall, awesome ship. It was a really fun build to do. Definitely encouraging me to do some more of these type ships. But yeah, this is my first sailing ship I think I've really ever done as like a proper recreation of a ship. So this has been a fun build and I really enjoyed it. I'm happy to share it with all of you. As always, this build is going to be available for download in my Planet Minecarft. You can find that down in the video description. There'll be a post for it. You can download it and explore for yourself. It's a fantastic model for it, and I had a lot of fun putting this together, and I'm sure all of you will as well. Take a look at it. So with that though, let's go ahead and take a look here at Constitution. This is going to be kind of more the in-depth tour of it. Obviously we have the sails set up, and I'm no expert on any nautical sailing ship type terms, so I'm going to be referring to everything as sails and all that. So please don't roast me too hard in the comments about not knowing what a certain sail is called. But we have some of our forward-most sails here in the front. You have your forward mast, your middle kind of sails in between the masts, the main mast here with your main sails, and then you have your very back stern mast, which has, I do know this is spanker sail, so that's something. But you have your spanker sail here, which helps turn with the rudder and all that to turn the ship. And of course, you have the American flag, huge on the back there, blowing into the wind, facing forward. So overall, really awesome detail there in the sails. There's a lot of intricacy, especially with all the rigging, as you can see, going between the sails. Every piece of rigging is supposed to represent a certain portion on the ship, or something that is there. So there isn't anything made up or anything like that. Everything does connect somewhere and does have some sort of purpose. So that's one of the coolest things about this build here in particular, is that it has that level of detail in it. And it's something you can definitely go through and explore and kind of look at yourself and kind of trace these lines and see where they're actually going and stuff. But yeah, it's really cool. And you even have a lot of the netting that would lead up to the different portions of the sail for the crew to get around, make repairs, do what they need to do. So the sails themselves alone are really cool on the ship, and obviously came out really fantastic. So very happy with those. We then have the kind of forward mast section here that sticks forward like that on the ship, as well as the bow here. A lot of great detail trying to replicate the cool little decoration design that Old Ironsides has, as well as the little American shield symbol there on the front there. So a lot of great detail with that. It looks really nice. We have the forward anchors, and obviously we have the spare anchors here stored as well. So those are really cool and look pretty awesome on both sides there. But just look at the ship from the front here, it just looks so awesome. It's a great ship, and every time I look at this, it just puts a smile on my face because it came out really, really good. But starting with the hull here, we do have a lot of great detail. It's hard to see on the bottom here, but there is kind of a open wood exposed hole on the bottom. And then we get to this waterline section, which has a lot of like the algae growth and some of the barnacles and salt buildup and all that kind of stuff on the side of the ship here, just to kind of add a little bit more detail to it. And then you have the red section here, which was copper plating, which they used to help protect against cannonballs at the waterline. So that's what those are there. And then we have the black and white hull, which is what it's most iconic for. And you have the white stripe here, which houses basically your main guns. So you have the main guns along the sides here of the ship, as well as all the gunner ports and stuff. So those are really cool, and obviously both sides of the hull here are pretty much exactly the same. On the back, you have the more decorated captain's quarters, your kind of primary officer quarters here, where all that stuff is going to be located, offices and stuff. So a lot of the back decoration and all that, and the little windows that stick out to the side. It's not super, crazy or aesthetically pleasing as some of the other huge warships out there, but really nice looking back there for it. And then we have some of the lifeboats as well. So you have some of the ones on both sides, which are the same, and then you have one here across the back. So overall, those are really cool and nice looking on the ship. So very happy with how that came out. Now going up to the top deck section here, we do have a lot of detail on top here. We have various different little cargo hold openings, or just openings to air out the below deck, because I imagine it gets pretty musty down there. We have the cannons. These are kind of the smaller caliber deck cannons, but these are located on both sides. And you have some of your different little walkways for crew to get around on top here and mend the sails and do what's needed. We have the main cargo hold here, which has a lifeboat, or not lifeboat, but just a spare boat here on top of that as well, a very large one. And then we come back further here, we have the two different kind of entrances, if you want to call them entrances, the ladders here. So way to get up onto the top deck here. You have, again, some more cannons, a bunch of the rigging, as you'll see, kind of coming down from the mast and everything like that, hitting these little pulley systems. And you'll see these you'll see a lot of grindstones everywhere trying to represent those pulley systems. So a lot of detail trying to be captured here. And again, we have some more of the little cargo hold openings here. A hole in the deck, which is some bow damage, and then we have the anchor itself, which or the anchor mechanism, which they would use to rotate to pull the anchor up and lower it and all that. And then we'd have the wheel here, which they would use to turn and operate the ship. And then on the very back, again, we got some more cannons, some various different mechanisms and stuff like that. I believe a lot of this is here for steering, so heading down to the rudder and kind of linking the rudder and the spanker sail together. So that's all pretty cool. But that's pretty much it for the overview, and just kind of flying around trying to be relatively quick. I highly recommend downloading the ship and taking a look at it for yourself. The ship will be available on my planet Minecarft. The link will be down in the video description. Completely free download, and I do recommend downloading the resource pack as well, which is Ref Pack. The link for that will be in the video description as well. Using the two packs, or the Ref Pack and all that, really helps bring the ship together, as some blocks are a little bit different in Ref Pack that help bring stuff together. So anyways, though, that's it for this overview of the USS Constitution. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this build and are wanting to see more of these sailing type ships in the future. Anyways, though, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.